Hi everybody, Renee here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is the weekly pick a card reading for the week of October 24th, 2021. Choose the card you feel the most drawn to. Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? You can look below at those timestamps once you've made your choice and fast forward to your reading. If the reading doesn't seem to resonate, you can take a look at your second choice or maybe just watch the entire video. Know that this is a general reading, so some of it might not make sense. Take what makes sense, leave the rest. If you're interested in a one-on-one reading, I do that. The information will be down below. So which card do you feel drawn to right now? Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Be sure to come back at the end for the bonus reading and some messages from me. Thanks for watching. Hello Group 1. If you chose the first card, this is your reading for this week. So what is setting the tone for your week is the Ivory Goddess, and her keywords are charm, finesse, and poise. So her message to you is that some situations this week might require your finesse, your poise, for you to handle them very charmingly, very calmly, very dignified, not to lose your cool. All right, Group 1, that's your first message. We're going to draw one more of my Color Goddess casting cards. What else is kind of setting the tone for your week? I just dropped half of them. Whoops. We also have for you turquoise, direction, point, and purpose. This card is all about speaking your truth. It's the throat chakra. Speaking your truth, getting emotions out in a healthy way. Also listening and paying attention to all the signs. Your guides, your spiritual posse is helping to direct you down the right path. Okay? So be aware that you are being helped from your loved ones in spirit, from your angels, your spirit guides, and ancestral spirits, Group 1. Let's draw a few more oracle cards before I get into the tarot. We have building blocks for you this week. We also have not for you, and I will be drawing on these with the tarot, and chop wood, carry water, do what needs to be done, do the basics. And interesting how they all have similar colors. And if you look at the rest of this deck, I mean, it's got, you know, many different colors in it. It's a wide color palette. I mean, it's a little bit pale and dreamy, but you do have the beiges and the light pinks and a little bit of the golden here. A little bit of the ivory, I would say. So right now it looks like your color would be ivory, your color for the week. And the stone for this is ivory. Also, you could utilize the pearls. So let's grab the tarot. Which deck should I use for you, Group 1? Let's see. I think I will use the Dark Mansion Tarot for you. Let's see what else I can tell you with the tarot. I think first we're going to draw on building blocks. Okay? What do you need to know about building blocks? We have the 5 of coins, the 6, and the Queen. It's in succession here, the 5, the 6, and the Queen of coins. So building blocks for you, Group 1, most likely has something to do with finances or your health. Starting at a place of worry or desperation, or perhaps poverty, worst case scenario, or ill health, there's definitely improvement here. All right? Sometimes the Queen of Coins is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't matter though. It is representing you in this case, all right? So the building blocks is telling you money's going to slowly but surely improve. Stay patient. So let's see what's not for you, Group 1. Two of Swords. Six of Wands. Two of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. What I'm getting here is that you're deliberating over something, and it's probably something to do with family or a relationship, an engagement, a wedding. It's not saying that this person isn't for you, although that could be true for a few of you. But more so, what I'm getting is you doubting the situation is not good for you, all right? If you feel the love in your heart, and if you feel, like you don't want to live without this person, then definitely consider moving to the next level with them, whether that's engagement, marriage, saying I love you, moving in together, going on a second date, whatever it is, whatever stage or phase you're in. Don't let fear or doubt get in your way, okay? Doubt is not for you. Fear is not for you. Chop wood, carry water. Three of Coins, that's work. That has to do with work. Working with others, working with a team is what I'm getting psychically. So it's essentially saying bring in some other people to help you out, all right? So let's draw on the Charm, Finesse, Poise, Ivory card. We've got the 7, the 5 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Tough mental situation. There's mental strain, even a little bit of deliberation, maybe even a little bit of conflict. A debate with someone could be possible. A heated conversation with someone. Keep your poise, retain your poise, and that is going to result in a more positive outcome for you, Group 1. Keep your cool with this person, okay? Don't get pulled into whatever they're going on or off about when you're having a conversation. Don't be too agreeable, Follow your own principles and mores and values, but don't make a mountain out of a molehill, and don't let them make a mountain out of a molehill. Just keep your cool. All right. So I'm going to draw a few cards pertaining to the Turquoise Goddess card. Direction, point, purpose. Let's see what she wants to show you. Wow. Ace of Cups. Love that. Happy home. Joy and bliss, and lots of options to choose from. Wow, Group 1. Definitely there is bliss for you this week. With these cards here, with the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, and the 9, I would say, could be love. It could be a really strong romantic week for you. You could be feeling the love, okay? But essentially, you're very blissful, very comfortable. Finances are definitely improved within the next few weeks, which we saw already over here with the Building Blocks card, the 5, the 6, the 9, and the Queen. Or your health, for some of you that have health issues, definitely going to improve this week. And the 7 of Cups is all about options and opportunities. So you have a few things to choose from, Group 1. A few things to choose from. Let's see what we can get about that. Let's move this up here a little bit. All right. We have the 3 of Swords, the Tower, and the Star. So what I'm getting from these cards is that these are the past. There was loss, heartbreak in the past, but something has shifted, Group 1. Wishes are coming true, and something has definitely shifted for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card. So psychically for me, when I look at all of these cards and how they're laid out and how I have placed them, or did my clarifiers from the oracle cards, it looks to me like things are starting to shift. Things are starting to change for the better overall for you, Group 1. So your main messages here are: be open to love. Know that finances and or health will greatly improve, but just be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. You want to chop wood, carry water. Work with other people if you need to. Find some people that you trust. Keep your poise, keep your cool in any kind of heated situations, especially at work or with loved ones. You will be guided and helped by your spiritual posse. And what's not for you is doubt, fear, and indecision. Let's take a look at the numbers. We do have a 6, a 1. Let's see. I would say 6 is definitely relevant. We have another 6 here, the 6 of coins underneath there. 6 and 7. So pay attention to the numbers 6 and 7 this week. They could be relevant for you and or your loved ones. Definitely focus on the throat chakra. Your color for the week seems to be ivory. So grab some pearls or ivory colored clothing or accessories, wear ivory colored makeup. Grab your grandma's antique ivory cameo, wear it, whatever you can do to utilize the color ivory. All right, group 1, I hope you have a great week. It looks pretty good. Bye. Hello, group 2. If you chose the second card, this is your reading for this week. So let's see what a key word or key element will be for your week. There is Salmon Goddess coming through with obstacles, perseverance, and persistence. You have the ability to overcome these obstacles. I'm going to mention the salmon on the picture because it is the color salmon because of the fish salmon. I have been in my local area to the local creeks and the salmon are now running. It is a phenomenal thing how they swim upstream only to lay their eggs and then die. So it is a sacrifice and a struggle that they make for the greater good. I'm not saying you need to do that this week. I am just talking about the salmon and the idea behind this goddess. Struggle, but persevering. Having the strength and the foresight. And let's say the far sight, right? Looking far, far ahead to see what needs to be done and why, and getting it done. So that's you this week, group 2. You're strong. You are strong, like those beautiful salmon. Maybe a bit upstream for you this week, but I don't think it's going to be all week, so don't sweat it. You'll be fine. Let's draw another card. Yeah, look at, we have sky, faith, flight, and limitlessness. You are limitless. You have limitless potential, group 2. This is the stone Larimar. I would highly recommend you pick up a piece of Larimar. It's very magical. I love my Larimar pieces, and I always feel like a divine connectedness when I hold my Larimar. I'm not even really positive what attributes Larimar is supposed to have. All I know is what I feel. And I always feel a sense of flight and faith and limitlessness. And that is another theme to your week. So it is persevering with faith that everything's going to be okay. You know, you might just have a tough Monday. Or you might just have a tough Monday and Tuesday, or just a tough Tuesday morning. Whatever it is, you'll get through it. And you have limitless potential as well. So let's draw from a different deck and see what else I can tell you before we get into the tarot. We have building blocks. Group 1 also got building blocks, and I do believe it was right here in the center. So you might want to take a look at group 1's reading as well. We have between worlds. And we have for you yin energy, feminine energy. Okay. Between worlds is, it can be a few different things. Psychically, I feel like some of you might have mediumistic abilities or channeling abilities where you can kind of feel and sense things, or entities, spirits, angels. Some of you, I feel like you have a very vast imagination because of all this sky, air energy. Like your head's up in the clouds, you're very dreamy and soft. And so sometimes it's really hard for you to like put your feet on the ground and do those mundane earthly tasks. All right, we'll see what it is when we draw on that with some tarot. And yin is, of course, pulling in some feminine energy. So a lot of the pale colors so far, I am going to use, the new chapter tarot with your reading and see what else I can tell you. We're going to draw first on building blocks. And see what you need to know about that. Swords, the 9. The Tower. The Ace. Look at that. It just tells a story. So what caused you anxiety? This big destruction of the old leaves room for the building of the new this week. The destruction came first. The Tower came first. And then you build up again, one brick by brick, brick by brick, one thing at a time, one brick at a time, one block at a time. Okay? So I feel something recently meaning, you know, could be the past year, 2 years, maybe 3. Your world, your life changed drastically. It was very stressful. Maybe some of you lost your home or lost a job or lost a loved one or had a relationship end or anything like that where you had to start over. Well, you're really mastering it this week. You're really able to focus. The Ace of Swords is about clarity, clear thought, clear communication. Excuse me. So you are pretty clear on what needs to be done this week in order to rebuild your life group 2. Okay? Let's draw on Between Worlds and see what we get for you. We have Queen of Discs. We have Princess of Discs. A lot of earth energy there. And the 10 of Swords. Okay. So I feel that these are 2 people, earth signs, possibly earth signs. You know, I always say that in my readings, but it doesn't always make sense. Just in general, this could be a person who has an earth, sun, moon, or rising sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But essentially it is a female, feminine energy, usually, and someone who's really connected to the earth. Then there's the Princess, which I believe is likened to the Page, and then the 10 of Swords. So what I'm getting from this is a disconnect from the earth, what I was talking about earlier. For some of you, it is a vast disconnect from the earth that you've been having. But you are definitely feeling stronger physically and more strong emotionally and mentally. Okay? So your Between Worlds is kind of your emotional self and your mental self. And you like to be in the emotional imagination area. You're not very comfortable dealing with earthly tasks and events and all of that. And if this does not resonate for you, look at another reading or watch this entire video and see what you get out of it. Again, this is a general read. Yin energy is feminine energy, so let's draw on that. We have Ace of Wands. I love that. We also have the 4 of Discs. And we have the 3 of Discs. So what I'm getting here is definitely calling upon other people to help you with a new project or a business thing. All right? You're trying to get something finished is what I'm hearing and sensing. And you can't do it alone is what they're telling me. You cannot do it alone. You're going to need some help with this. But it is creative. It does require some of that feminine, fertile, creative energy group too. But don't be afraid to ask for help. Let's draw on the Salmon card. The King of Swords. Empress. There's more earth energy like the Queen of Discs and the Princess of Discs. Yeah, it's all about judgment is what I'm feeling. I mean, it's about balance and judgment. It's about you deciding for yourself how you need to balance everything this week. You deciding for yourself what will be worth it, what will be worth the struggle. Okay? And you're really digging deep. You're really looking further ahead to figure out what will be worth the struggle, what will be worth it, what will this look like in the further future. Let's draw on the Sky card. Let's see what she can tell us. I'm just going to put it right here. Okay, so we have more earth energy. We have the King of Discs now. We have the Magician. The Knight of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. It's about getting help. It's about asking for help and asking for advice, okay? There's a few other people here in your week, and there is a lot of earth energy. So I feel that the people you're drawing to you this week are people who are a little bit better connected to the earth. Remember we were talking about the between worlds? Where you're a little bit more dreamy and creative, and they might be a little bit more task-oriented, right? That's what's happening. You're getting some help. You're getting some assistance. And a big project gets finished. A big project gets finished. Or nearly completed. I feel that there will be kind of a burden lifted off of your shoulders. Okay, so something big gets finished this week, group 2. Let me draw one more card. Anything else you need to know here? It's a wish card, 9 of Cups. Wish is coming true. Wish is coming true, but you have to persevere. You have to remember your limitless potential. Keep your creative feminine energy very strong, but don't forget to balance it with the earth energy. Balance that air and water with the earth and fire. And focus on the rebuilding. Something's been torn down and destroyed. That's the old. Focus on the rebuilding of the new. And don't be afraid to ask for help, all right? This could apply to your home life, your work life, your social life, or a relationship. Bye. Have a great week. Hello, group 3. If you chose the 3rd card, this is your reading for this week. Wisteria Goddess is setting the tone for your week. This is all about expansion, immortality, and infinity. What do you want to do for your further future, and what do you want to leave behind as your legacy? What do you need to expand? Is it your mind? Is it your business? Is it your family? Is it your home? That's what this goddess is here to tell you about your week. So let's draw one more of the color goddess cards. So group 3, you also have Lime. Collaboration, cooperation groups. This is also the sign of Libra down here. And Libra is all about the group. Libra, usually the sign is affiliated with groups, with people, being people, if that makes any sense. But this is about groups and cooperation and collaboration. So that's going to be a part of your week as well. And some of you might be Libran, Libra sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. Maybe not, doesn't really matter. Those are 2 pretty colors. They kind of look good together, the wisteria and the lime. It's like back in the 80s we used to wear the pink and green. They complement each other. I think they're opposite on the color wheel or something like that. Let's draw a few more oracle cards before we get into the tarot. We have orphaned, so feeling alone. Could be brief, deep knowing. And we have chop wood, and another group got this card as well. I think it was group 1, not sure, but you might want to take a look at that reading as well. So, deep knowing takes a look at your own wisdom, what you know deep inside of you, your own psychism, your dreams, your little nudges, your little gut feelings. That's going to be prevalent this week. You're going to be called upon to utilize that this week. And then chop wood, carry water. Just do the basics, do what needs to get done. Do the simple tasks because they bring you a little bit more closer to the earth and they can ground you. These menial tasks that we all have to do bring us a little bit more closer to the earth and more grounded and help to balance out that root chakra. So, let's see. Got the tarot now. I think I'm going to draw on the orphaned card first and see what that is all about. Group 3. All right, so we have the 2 of coins coming up. 9. 2 of cups. Do one more. Okay, breaking free. It's a struggle this week. You're trying to do many things. There's just the sense of multitasking. Maybe you have a partner who is gone, or maybe you are being asked to call on help. I would say for most of you, with that lime card right there, get in touch with someone so that you're not feeling so lonely. Let's say you're married and your spouse or partner is out of town and you're feeling orphaned or lonely, then call up your friends or call up your brother or sister or mother or son or whatever. Call up someone else and spend some time with them. You don't have to be stuck or trapped feeling alone and orphaned, okay? You're not alone. Let's look at the deep knowing. We have the page here. Queen, Knight, Page, Queen, Knight. I'd say you really do need to trust your own wisdom and intuition, I would add, when it comes to finances this week. Finances look good. Don't be tricked by something that looks like a sure thing or looks too good to be true. It is too good to be true. All right, because the Knight of Coins is all about doing something a little bit more slowly. It's about being patient. All right, so use your smarts this week when it comes to finances. Now, chop wood. We have the 8 here. Yeah, wow, I'm going to do one more here. So there's strong earth and water energy, strong feminine energy coming in here for chop wood. We've got action, but I feel it's physical. And with Empress and the World and the Queen of Cups, I feel like this has to do with the home, taking care of your home, literally cleaning, sweeping, getting out the clutter. I feel like that's going to be therapeutic for you, especially towards the end of the week. Going through your clothes, what doesn't fit anymore, what don't you like anymore, you know, take it to a resale shop or consignment shop or just drop it off somewhere as a donation. Do some deep cleaning. It's really good for the soul. Let's draw on Wisteria. Oh, the Sun, love that card. So we have the Sun, joy, bliss, happiness, joy, bliss, happiness with the 10 of coins. Right, the Tower is the destruction of the old. And the King here. And the King, we have the Empress over there as well as the Queen of Wands. Okay. I feel that this has to do with future planning. That's what Wisteria is. Wisteria is likened to the 10 of coins. I almost put a little silhouette of the 10 of coins card in my Wisteria card because they're very similar. okay? So you are planning for the further future, and you're planning for worst case scenarios. So essentially, you're putting some money aside, you're putting some money away, or you're investing safely, maybe in some kind of a fund that grows slowly, but it's reliable and you don't have to worry about it, all right? That's what it looks like for many of you. This one was actually on the top there. That's what that looks like for many of you. Paying attention to that. Also, for some of you, if it's not finances, it could be your health, investing in your health, doing what needs to be done now because you're thinking about the further future, right? Let's draw on the Lime card, the Lime Goddess. We have Death, Transformation, oops, Queen of Swords energy. We have the Lovers coming through, and the Hierophant. Okay. I feel that some of you had just been through a divorce or a breakup, or you lost your spouse. And what's coming through here is that you being a part of different groups, you may meet someone special. You have to put yourself out there. You can't introvert too much and just isolate yourself because you're sad or upset. You have to put yourself out there, group 3, all right? Because love is in your future. Love is in the cards for you. You will not always be, or feel rather, you will not always feel alone or lonely, okay? Because someone new will come in when the time's right and when you're open for that, okay? Let's draw just a few more. Rest, strength, and victory. So it's pretty clear to me, group 3, what you need to do. You need to think about the further future by investing either in your health or financially or in property or land or structures. You have experienced a loss or a breakup, so you're grieving, you're feeling orphaned. But the key is to put yourself out there, okay? Become a part of groups. Find, a group of people that are like-minded or have similar hobbies. There's different groups that meet at local libraries or through Zoom. Just do your research, look around, find your people, find your tribe, or find some new people to be around. Maybe you're just bored with, maybe what's been going on and you need to meet some new people that have other things in common with you. And once you do that, you're going to feel much, much better. And once you get all this future stuff or investments set, you will feel much more secure as well. But don't forget to chop wood, carry water this week, all right? It's going to do you a lot of good, and it's going to clear your head. It's not just going to clear your home, it's going to clear your head. All right, group 3, have a great week. Bye. Okay, so we'll get to the bonus reading in just a second. I just wanted to give all of my subscribers a shout out. I want to give you a thank you because I like to keep this space clean and positive and kind and loving, and we really don't have any time for the negativity, do we? We don't have any time for it. Also, if you would like more in-depth content, you can join me on Patreon for as low as $5 a month. You get to see some extra videos. And I'm also doing some Tarot 101 and Tarot 202 videos on Patreon. So if some of you want to learn how to read tarot cards, there you go. It's an easy way to do it. And I go at a good pace and I make everything a little bit simple. So check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Crown Lotus, same as what I'm called here on YouTube, Crown Lotus, one word. And I appreciate it so much. So let's look at the collective read for this week. Magenta, different, diverse, unusual. This card keeps coming up. Everybody, just honor the diversity around you, in the world, in yourself. Let your freak flag fly. So we've got that as a key word for all of us for this week. Let's draw a few more oracle cards. We also have Go the Distance. And we have Thinker. Go the Distance. Let's see, I think I'll use the Dark Mansion Tarot. Doesn't really go with it aesthetically, but I feel like using it again. So going the distance, persevering, staying positive, honoring diversity, taking time to think about something before you make a decision or before you do it or before you make a move is important this week. Don't do something just on the fly out of a momentary lapse of reason. Take time to think about it. All right, we do have the Chariot, which makes sense with Go the Distance. There's a lot of movement here. Page of Cups is emotion. 10 of Cups and the 4 of Swords is rest. So the energy of the week does look like it's a good balance of action and contemplation. 10 of Cups is family, joy, bliss. Yeah. So there is balance and joy after something has ended. The destruction of the old. And this card has been coming up a lot for me as well. So maybe it has to do with the moon phase. Maybe it has to do with the placements of some of the planets. But I feel like we are kind of on the brink of a clean slate, a fresh beginning, where things could be better than we've ever imagined, is what I'm feeling. And that Star card also keeps coming up. So I'm going to draw just a few more. Celebrating. Look at this. Yeah. Joy, togetherness, cohesiveness, collaboration, groups. Action. Taking action to meet with people in some way if you can, whether it's a Zoom meeting or a FaceTime chat with 3 of your best friends. If you can't meet in person, focus on the group this week, all right? Deliberate. Take your time before you make any choices. And then go for it. Go the distance once you've made up your mind. Okay? Focus on family and groups as well. Don't fear the change that's been happening. Embrace the new energy coming in. Embrace the new energy coming in. And if I remember to, I will put below the moon phase right now because that might have something to do with it. I know we just had a full moon in Aries, but that was almost a week ago. So the moon is waning right now. And the new moon will be coming up, not right away, but that's the next thing. So the moon's waning. So it's kind of like maybe the tower happened right before the full moon, and now we're on the downside. Now we can kind of relax, put everything in order, think about how we want to rebuild, how we want to change this, then go for it and make time for loved ones. All right, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.